So then today we're going to talk about the France versus Iraq game and the Norway versus Senegal game over here. Where we're going to talk about the performances of the juggernauts themselves, Erling Haaland and Kylian Mbappe, who continue going band for band for the top scorer award, as well with Lionel Messi, because he's still an alien and he's still up there. He's still the top scorer. So let's talk about the France versus Iraq game first. France, of course, finished this game 3-0. This game was suspended due to rain and due to a storm that occurred where the game was going on. It was suspended for almost 35 minutes and it started late. The second half started late. The game itself started on time. But let's talk about the game itself. I think some of the great performances today was, of course, from Kylian Mbappe, who scored 2 goals, 1 goal outside the box from his weak foot. I didn't even know Kylian Mbappe had that kind of weak foot, but I'll be really, really surprised because what's a goal from Kylian Mbappe? The goalkeeper, could he have saved it? Ooh, maybe, because the goalkeeper wasn't really the best today, right? I don't think I was happy. I mean, he made a huge mistake. We'll get to that as we go on. But I think Kylian Mbappe was brilliant today. The goal he took itself was amazing. And the way he took that goal as well was, I think, beautiful. The weak foot shot, they get too much space for Kylian Mbappe outside the box. I think it was a ball from, I don't remember, who was it from? Was it from Dembele? I think it was from Dembele, or was it from Elise? I don't really remember exactly. But nonetheless, a great goal for Kylian Mbappe. As for his second goal, it was a huge, huge mistake from the goalie over here, whose name is Fadil, who made a huge, huge mistake, giving the ball away to Ousmane Dembele, who basically passed it to Kylian Mbappe for an open net finish. Kylian Mbappe was very close to getting his hat trick today. He had 2 chances, but one of the chances Iraq actually made a great, great tackle, but the second one he misfired. So overall, decent performance, Kylian Mbappe. Performance we expect from Kylian Mbappe, especially against teams like Iraq. Running behind, his pace was too hard to deal with. The way, the quick steps, the shoots, they were just brilliant. And he looks very, very sharp, and he looks like a man on a mission to get that golden boot from Lionel Messi. Another performance we like to talk about, I would like to talk about, is Olise, Michael Olise, in that central area, in that cam area where he's been played for the full game today, for the full 68 minutes that he played. I think it was amazing. The way Michael Olise moves, the way this guy just rotates and kind of just does that free roam kind of thing in the middle is brilliant. The half turns, the quick turns, the passes, the ball he played into Ousmane Dembele for his goal. It was absolutely amazing. I think Michael Elise today was lights out. I mean, look at this. Created the most chances, completed the most dribbles. I think Michael Elise was amazing. And his partnership with the likes of Kylian Mbappe and with the likes of Ousmane Dembele now looks very scary. Because Michael Elise, it's a dream for a player like Michael Elise to have players like Mbappe, Barcola, Dembele, who are so fast, who are so quick, and who are pretty good at finishing. I mean, Mbappe is, Dembele today he was. Barcola, I mean, let's be honest, this guy raps. So I think it was unbelievable. Police as well got very close to scoring a goal today, which hit the crossbar. It was very close, but this France team definitely looks scary. There were some changes in this France team. Of course, Chumeni dropped out for Kone. Digne dropped out for Theo Hernandez. Theo Hernandez dropped out for Digne, and Bradley Barcola came in for Desiree Doué. And I think I like this. I like this Bradley Barcola switch because I felt like Doué, he's a creative winger. He's a person who likes creating. He's not someone who can run in behind and offer pace. He's more of a creator. And when you have the likes of Michael Olise in your team, when you have the likes of Dembele, I don't think you need another creator. I think Michael Olise himself is enough of a creator, and you just need runners who can offer width, which Barcola can. Because I think Dembele and Mbappe really like to play that inside forward role, whereas Barcola really likes to hold the width. So that's amazing. And Barcola is brilliant in 1v1. I mean, this guy's finishing and all that is not that good. But his 1v1 ability is amazing, right? It's top ability. So I think having Barcola was pretty decent. Although I don't think he had his best game today, but he was definitely a threat a lot of times, especially for the fullbacks. And he just keeps everyone busy just because of how good he is in 1v1s, and his pace is insane. So, great game from France today. I think overall a decent performance. The defense obviously didn't have much to do. I think Upamecano was brilliant. Saliba was alright. Rabiot was alright. Koundé was fine. But Ousmane Dembele, the talking point here, breaks his goal drought in the World Cup, finally getting his goal. And he looked very happy. His assist to Mbappe, obviously, that was just like a given assist. But I think Ousmane Dembele today was pretty good. And there have been a lot of critics on Ousmane Dembele, and fairly so. In the past few World Cups, he has been not that good. He has been quite bad, right? He got substituted with in the World Cup final, which was one of his lowest points in his career. So I think Usman Dembele today was brilliant, though. I mean, it is against Iraq, and I really want to see him play like this against bigger teams because I did feel in the first half he wasn't really getting into the game, but in the second half, I think he got his goals and got his assists and kind of played that role of a second fiddle to Mbappe, which he has to play. He's not going to be the main man in this team. He's going to have to play second fiddle to Mbappe. He's going to have to make dummy runs. He's going to have to make sacrificial runs for Kylian Mbappe, so Mbappe can get the best he can because he's clearly the better player here. But overall, a decent performance from Ousmane Dembele. But Olise and Mbappe for me were lights out and unbelievable as Mbappe continues his goal tally. Wait, what? Why is Ousmane Dembele there? Continues his top goal score tally again, and he is now on 4 goals, right behind Messi, who's on 5. Now we get to another absolute machine of a goal scorer, which is Erling Haaland. And today, Erling Haaland was a one-man job in the attack. Erling Haaland was absolutely amazing. He missed one open net, which he could have scored, but other than that, I think this guy was absolutely lights out. I mean, what a player Erling Haaland is. The first goal, the pass from Odegaard was brilliant. I think Odegaard in the first half, I was really happy with Odegaard. I felt like he was making the wrong decisions. The passes weren't right. And the second half, he really picked up. And the ball he played to Erling Haaland for his first goal was unbelievable. And Erling Haaland absolutely smashes the net with that strike. I mean, what a strike. And the second goal was a piece of art. I mean, this goal from Erling Haaland, the second one, was unbelievable. The pass in from, I think, who was it? I think it was Patrick Barg who played that pass in. And the pass wasn't actually that good. The pass was, if you see the pass was up here, right? It was like up on his chest. He had to kind of leap and put his right foot in to score that goal. And I think it was a brilliant instinctive finish. But he played that touch so beautifully and just put the ball inside the net. And that is a proper poacher's finish and something only a few strikers in the world can do. And Erling Haaland is one of those few, right? And he's slowly becoming an absolute old timer. He's already got 4 goals in the World Cup in his last 2 games. For context, Cristiano Ronaldo, who's seen as the best goal scorer ever, has got 8 goals in the World Cup, and Erling Haaland's already got 4, right? And he's probably playing in a team that's worse than what Cristiano Ronaldo did. So this really just shows you how good Erling Haaland is at scoring goals and finding the back of the net. I mean, this guy is absolutely lights out, and the way he's been playing as well is unbelievable. The pressing this guy does, he's like a huge unit just coming at you, and it is amazing to see. And France has really got a huge job out of their hands facing Norway because this Norway team looks decent. Someone I did expect a bit more from today was Antonio Nusa. I think in the first game they played against Iraq, Antonio Nusa was very good. He was dribbling, he was finding space, he was creating chances. But in this game, I felt like Antonio Nusa wasn't as good. I felt like he was sort of locked most of the time. He couldn't get his dribbles off. He couldn't get those one-on-one off, which just show you he's still raw because I think he's still only 21, right? He's still yet to reach that level. But he's someone everyone looks up to, and he is a prospect, right, at Leipzig. So he's someone that I think will get a big move soon, and I do believe in his talent. But today, I felt like he underwhelmed a bit in terms of I think he should have done more in creating the chances and getting some more crosses in, which he could not do. I think Odegaard was decent. I think Solot is one that I look at and go, I don't really see your place in this team. Right wing position for another big man when you already have Haaland. The attack just doesn't have dynamics, right? It's just too sturdy in the front, where Haaland's not going to do too much except scoring bangers. And Solot, he's just there. Like it just feels like he's just filling a space with a man who's known as a star man because he plays for Atletico Madrid. But I do feel like Norway needs to do better in this position and maybe get another right winger in who can offer more uh, dynamics to the attack. Right, he can dribble more, probably have more pace, probably have a bit more pressing. Because Solot, he doesn't really have a lot of those things. So I do feel if Norway want to go far, they have to upgrade on that right wing position and really get someone better because I think they have some great players in their team. So maybe someone else can fit into that position. But overall, I think Norway, also another thing about Norway, their defense. I think their defense is still shaky for me. And of course, they don't have big names in their defense, but definitely need to get a bit better in defensive abilities because I do feel like Norway do lack in that ability, especially when they come up against great attacks like France, which they will face. I think it's on the Friday or the Saturday, which is going to be interesting to watch. As for Senegal, I expected more from Senegal. I'm not gonna lie. I think Mathieu Sarr was decent when he scored his 2 goals. I think Sadio Mane was doing his best, but I think defensively today, Koliboli. I mean, bro, you're the captain, and really like the amount of errors you made and the amount of just it was just terrible. Koliboli was absolutely terrible, and this guy got found out so bad. And for me, I think Koliboli has to do better. This guy is raps, bro. Like, I know you're at Saudi, but you used to be elite defender, and the mistakes you've been making, it's terrible. And I think if it wasn't for him, I think Senegal really had something in this game today. And even for Nicholas Jackson, who I felt like should have got a goal at least today. I do feel like Senegal made chances, but they just could not finish them. And they gave Norway too much space and too many defensive errors here and there to just capitalize on. So I do think Senegal has to improve on that if they want to go far in the tournament. I think this time they'll probably come third in this group. They're definitely going to come third in this group, but they can still go through. It's not all hope is lost. But I think next tournament they have to do something about the defense solidity and really seeing games out and understanding our opponent more. But those are my thoughts on France and Senegal. If we just go here and look at the top scoring chart for the World Cup, let's see those stats right here. Let's see where all our boys are ranked. You see the player stats. Of course, we got Lionel Messi at number one, and then Kylian Mbappe and Erling Haaland at number two, which is Amelie. And Dennis Undav is actually making a great run for this. We'll see how that goes. But these three are absolutely superstars, and we're getting a World Cup of superstars. And this is what I love to see: the best players, best ability, best entertainment all at once at the World Cup, and these guys are showing that for us. And Lionel Messi at 39 doing this, fighting with these guys who are in their prime is insane. Like people are not wrapping their heads around how great Lionel Messi is and how timeless he is. Easily the greatest player of all time. Mbappe and Haaland as well are catching up, and I think this is a beautiful Golden Boot race, and I'm loving all the Argentina matches, all the France matches, all the Norway matches. I think all of them are so entertaining because of these three. So those are my thoughts on France versus Iraq and Norway versus Senegal. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. And today it's up to Portugal and England. So Ronaldo and Harry Kane to match some of these numbers from these big boys. So let me know, guys, what you guys think. And until next time, see you later.